What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're here to bring you guys a full breakdown of the brand new KIZUNA clash versus DOFLAMINGO. I made my preparation video yesterday. Hopefully you guys have checked that one out. But in today's video, I have free to play and also my own personal teams against each variation of this particular KIZUNA clash. Hopefully you guys are excited for it. But before we get into that, we need to actually just talk about this KIZUNA clash in general, talk about each of the exchange treasure chests to give you guys a bit of a rundown as to what you should be expecting, so we can actually go ahead and get the final limit break materials finally for Sakazuki and Borsalino. I would highly advise to make sure to get those done. Also, we get the 6+ Nami skulls, which is really cool. Hopefully want to make a video with her in the future as well. And then also the limit break materials for the new DOFLAMINGO, which we will talk about in this video. But if we go over to the KIZUNA shop real quick, you can actually use your KIZUNA insignia to get the skulls for some characters. So we've got like Zoro, of course, but 6+ Sanji is there if you didn't get him. Blackbeard obviously still there. But if you actually filter by character, you can already go ahead and pick up the materials for Borsalino and Sakazuki if you don't want to get them from the box, or if you play the KIZUNA clash and you get to the end and you don't have enough, then you can just buy them from the shop anyway, which is at least pretty good. Let's go ahead now to the character box, and I want to go ahead and talk about the brand new KIZUNA character, which is the new DOFLAMINGO. This unit is pretty good on paper. A quick driven slasher character with the captain effect of boosting driven by 3.5 and a 1.25 health boost. Special ability will deal 100 times his attack in typeless damage to all enemies. He changes adjacent slots into matching, and then reduces threshold and defense up by 5 turns. So great utility. And then he also will state that if your health is above 70% when you launch the special, he extends chain multiplier buffs by 1 turn. It's the chain lock buff, so that I think that will actually count chain boundary and also regular chain locks. So the fact that he is a really nice unit for versus Akainu, he can make his chain lock last for 3 turns, which is pretty dope. And the thing about it is chain locks are considered debuffs, so whenever the enemy has an effect that removes your beneficial effects, it doesn't remove chain locks. This can also be used hypothetically with like V3 Law, for example, if you're running him on the same team. Like, there's lots of different uses for this DOFLAMINGO, which I really like, on top of having adjacent slots matching and other utility effects. I really do love this DOFLAMINGO. I think he's very solid. So that's the brand new character we should be farming for in this event. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over to the actual KIZUNA clash with the free-to-play teams and also my personal teams. Alright, so jumping into this video, first of which we are going to be going through the free-to-play teams. Of course, you can go to the video timeline, or down below in the video description, you'll be able to see the timestamps for each of the teams in this video today. But of course, we're going to be starting off with the versus Dex team. So we did talk about these free-to-play teams in the video that I uploaded yesterday with the preparation video. But with this particular team here against the Mihawk here on stage 2, we can use the Treasure Map A special to give us a full board of strength slots, as well as giving us a 1.75 times attack boost. So that means that when we move into the next stage, because our orbs are locked, we will just maintain the strength slot on our captain, which is important because it means that when we launch the Ace special, we are guaranteed to get the chain boundary effect, which means we're going to be doing a lot more damage. We also have Luffy on our team to help us get rid of the special bind for our top and bottom row characters, and we will get an attack boost from Luffy's special as well. Raid Jinbei gives us a 2 times color affinity boost, and then Kawamatsu, Jinbei, and Moria are all here to kind of just remove the attack down that's inflicted to our team. But honestly speaking, you could replace Moria with any other quick unit, ideally a quick unit that is a free spirit unit that is able to be boosted by Ace. That is ideally the way that you should be building this particular team. But either way, pretty comfortable team for raw free-to-play subs anyway. Let's go ahead and move on to the next team. Moving on now to team number 2, we're going to be using a quick team against the strength boss, obviously. We're using a friend captain versus Akainu, and this team is actually pretty impressive, and I think this team will be able to last for a pretty long time. And I think if you effectively consume the slots on this team, you actually should be able to get the versus effect of Akainu. It's actually kind of close, but yeah, anyways, it's not that big of a deal, but just saying that it's actually pretty close. I guess it depends on how you play. If you play effectively, you may be able to get that to activate debate. But either way, speaking about this team here against Boa Hancock, we can go ahead and use the Queen special to remove her % damage reduction, and it does give adjacent slots matching, so it means that Akainu has a matching slot, and he hits ridiculously hard, so even if Boa does choose to attack us, she's going to get ignited, and then the ignition effect will kill her, so that's going to be not a problem at all. And then here on the final stage, we are actually going to be tanking a hit, so that we can use the specials of our characters to go ahead and remove the blue shield, because we don't have a character that removes 5 turns of blue shield. But eventually, after a certain level of KIZUNA, your characters will be binded, which Yukimaru will help you with that. So you will have to stall, of course, on the first turn, but then on the turn afterwards, you can go ahead and launch the rest of the specials, and it's a straight up GG. Very, very comfortable team in terms of the amount of damage that it can provide. But let's go ahead now and move on to the final free-to-play team of the video. The final free-to-play team of this video is using Luffy and Ace Treasure Map, the brand new character that just arrived on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global, alongside a friend captain Goldie Roger. Very, very useful combination of characters here, because Roger can outright remove the despair that gets inflicted not only on stage 2, but also on stage 3. So you don't have to bring a despair remover at all with Roger as your friend captain, which means that you have a lot more room to play with in terms of the characters you can bring as your subs. So with this team on the final boss stage, we actually get this chain boost from Sober Mask, because we use him here on stage 2. So that means when we hit 3 perfects, we can carry a 1.1 times chain boost into the next room, which is very, very impressive. And then we also have the Bonnie to get rid of the damage threshold. We have the Onami and Orobi to get rid of paralysis, as well as giving us an orb boost. Obviously, Roger's great for giving us the huge attack boost. And then we have the Luffy and Ace character, which also gives us an attack boost, but realistically making sure to use Roger first so you get his attack boost instead. But Luffy and Ace also give you a color affinity boost to your free spirit and shooter characters, which all the characters on this team are free spirit characters. So with this team, you get a 3 times attack boost, 1.75 color affinity, you get a 2 times orb boost, 1.1 chain boost. It's a pretty good team in terms of raw free to play. So it's a pretty impressive team that gets the job done. But now that we've gone through this, let's go ahead and move on to my personal teams for this upcoming KIZUNA. So of course, let's go ahead and jump over to my personal teams for this KIZUNA Clash, and of course, because I was lucky enough to pull the brand new KIZUNA Clash Crocodile, we're of course going to be using him as the captain here. Very, very strong unit to be bringing. He is a 5 times captain to Driven and Cerebral. So with this team here, we are using the Jinbei, of course, so we can get the highest amount of tickets possible. We have Weevil, who's going to be a really useful unit for once we get past level 31, we get inflicted with Special Reverse. So Weevil can reduce the cooldowns of all of our characters, and he also will change badly matching slots into matching, which again is very useful for the final stage. On stage 2, we're just using a Crocodile special to give us color affinity, so we can break the barrier with all of our characters, and then with Jinbei and the 2 Crocodiles attacking, that actually is enough damage to get the KO against Mihawk. We have versus Kaido, who is a straight up attack booster for Strength, Dex, and Int characters, which are all the characters on this team. And then NL's kind of our last unit. He just gives us a chain boost, nothing really too crazy. This is definitely the weakest of the 3 teams of mine that you'll see in this video today. So this is likely the team that I'll have to manipulate and alter as the KIZUNA Clash progresses. Moving on now to my second team. This team is ridiculously powerful, so we're using the combination of V2 Shirahoshi Mancherry and V2 Vivi and Rebecca. Those two characters together have such powerful specials, and even the switch effect of Vivi Rebecca plus the special ability of Vivi and Shirahoshi and Mancherry, should I say, gives us massive chain multiplicator upgrades, as you guys will see. But we also have Sengoku, which can help us get around the Rainbow Shield of Boa Hancock on stage 2. And then, of course, we have the Color Affinity from Crocodile, the 2x attack and orb boost from Vivi Rebecca, plus the chain boost from their switch. And then we have the Shirahoshi Mancherry, which is kind of like the last unit that I decided to bring for their huge chain boost as well. So in terms of what we have a 2x attack and orb boost, a 2x color affinity, and very, very good chain mechanics, as well as a really, really strong damage output coming out from a boosted Sengoku, boosted Crocodiles, and a boosted Jinbei. So that is going to wrap up this particular team, and I'll see you guys in the final team of the video. Moving on now to the final team of this video, we are not using a Crocodile dual captain. We are going to be using Crocodile as a friend captain with one as a sub, and then also using Kid as our main captain. In KIZUNA Clash, I found Kid to be a very, very good unit to use against quick bosses, because there are not many good attack boosters for decks in general, and Kid currently is the best one, plus he gives us a full board of matching slots in tandem with his super type, so it was a no-brainer to bring him because we don't have any other way to get matching slots. We also have the two Crocodiles, as we said, because, you know, they're point boosters, they're ticket boosters, they have huge stats as well, they're just very, very useful to be bringing. We also have Nami and Robin, which is not too useful right now, but once we get past level 30, we do get given 5 turns of paralysis, which Nami and Robin can help remove, plus they give us a slightly better orb boost than what V3 Law will bring. Speaking of V3 Law, the only reason why he is here is because of his chain boundary effect. He just felt like the most appropriate unit to bring here for an increased chain effect. But that is going to wrap up this video today. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.